artificial intelligence, it can be overwhelming, frighten people, and misunderstood largely. And when we think of it, you've got everything from that robo-vacuum that seems to follow you around the house, right through to Alexa and Google Home, which people are fearful of to a point. When we talk about artificial intelligence in relation to Toppako, what do we really mean by that?
Okay, well, the first thing is to diffuse the concern about there being digital stalking. Okay.
Love it. Talk to us about that.
The system is not stalking you. It is simply putting for want of better terms, a lollipop lady in between two people. Okay, so quite simply, if I want to have a conversation with you, rather than being emotionally charged when I have that conversation, the system is just putting you back in check.
Right.
So it's not stalking you or taking information from you or anything to do with your personal profile. In fact, the way the system is structured, there's no personal information that's transitioned between the two parties in any way. In fact, it's not even really stored in the system centrally. So from that point of view, we're not getting anything we shouldn't. What we are doing is we're providing a tool that allows two people to communicate in a civil fashion and using existing technology, not something that they have to relearn. And as far as the learning goes, when you communicate with somebody else, you'll follow certain patterns and behaviours. All the system's doing is it's learning from how you speak to somebody else as to whether a phrase is acceptable or not acceptable. And then the system rates that and avoids the possibility of something sliding through that we might think is just standard English language, but actually has an ulterior motive or an alternate meaning to it that offends the other party. So the way that the system learns is when these two people communicate, phrases that would normally be found in the English dictionary that are not harmful can be misconstrued. So therefore the system learns to avoid sending those types of phrases and encourages the user not to even type them in the first place. So that's
an education piece.
It's an educational tool, and it has many applications. Like if you think about it, it's not just for divorcing couples. It can be used across any platform where two people are communicating, and what I might not find offensive, somebody else does. And in this age of political correctness, we know that there's so many different things that can be considered derogatory to people, race, religion, and otherwise. The system is learning from that behaviour and making sure that we're limiting the amount of things that can offend the other party.
So what we're really saying is using smart technology to stop the hurt and let people communicate more safely.
Exactly.